In 3,
2,
1.
Pew, pew, pew,
Pew, pew, pew, pew, pew, pew, pew, pew, pew.
Hey.
You do, baby, I'm a power too. Like my fly flying my altitude. Like birds in the sky, we came out the blue. Let me show you something new. Show you something new. Baby, show you something new. Maybe we can bump and groove. You're the one I wanna bump into.
Yes, sir.
Hey guys.
We're back with another segment of Hamuloi.
Yeah, boy.
I go by the name of Ricardo Muloi, aka Pretty Ugly. And you already know, my beautiful wife.
I know. I saw other people. Oh, I saw someone say, "I always wait to hear Pretty Ugly say, and my beautiful wife."
Come on, dog. Come on, because it's the truth.
Thank you. Hey guys. Our father-in-law, or my father-in-law, his dad, was saying we lies.
The Muloi.
So.
Because the Muloi, but we enunciate the Muloi so that you guys understand that it's Muloi.
Yes.
Even though it's Muloi.
But Daddy,
because it's not Muloi.
It's not Malloy.
It's not. Yeah, it's not Malloy. The Muloi.
But Dad, we hope we said it right. But okay, we're just gonna dive straight into it.
Sure.
So, I guess for the longest of time, people have always wanted to know how we navigate our relationship in the public space. Or rather, are we together because we are public figures? Did this happen before the entertainment space or the media space happened? And. Okay, so simply put, we have dabbled, or our crafts have been in the media or in the entertainment space, but we weren't personalities or public figures from very early on in our careers. That came much later on. So our relationship definitely did come first.
Sure.
So the public opinion and anyone or our careers have nothing to do with our relationship. These are very separate entities, so it's we're not together because he's popular and I'm popular and then therefore we are together and I guess because our relationship is not governed by popularity or anything like that, or our careers being in the entertainment industry, very little of the entertainment industry affects our relationship.
Not even very little.
Not even very
Nothing
little.
at all.
Nothing in the entertainment space affects our relationship, or is even involved, or is governed, or none of it. And we've always been, quite interestingly enough, as much as we're public figures, and we've never shied away from appreciating each other openly and saying, this is my significant other. We still kept ourselves and our relationship very, very private until Hamuloi happened, where we let you into our space.
For sure.
And so I think it's also very important to say, maybe also just inspired by something that happened this past week on Twitter. For the longest of time, a lot of people...
Black Twitter la papa.
Black Twitter, soka. Anata, my guys. So la papa. So yeah, jump in here, baby.
Yeah, man. La papa Black Twitter. What is so crazy is that myself and Bontle were trending, for a post that I've seen on the timeline even from a year ago. And it's like, I don't know how Twitter works, so people like regurgitate content and like, bro, it's like I've seen 5 other people post it before you posted it, but it's cool. I guess, certain tweets by certain people, maybe trend more. I don't know. Yeah, but on that particular day, we had just come back from a walk, literally with our baby
guys.
And our dog Egypt. Came from a walk, life is good.
Peaceful.
Peaceful. Hey, kika na mo phone ke. Oh, Jesus. Katranda. Katranda munna. Katranda lang. I'm like,
come on.
This post again?
Let's just bring it back to the fact that, or let's just be clear to say that, And it's advice that we are giving you. It's not necessarily exclusive to us. It's just to say, and we've seen it countless times. Social media affects so many relationships. Yeah. It's weird. It's so strange, the power that couples or that people in relationships give to social media.
People generally just give social media. Yeah.
You know, and it's insane to me that people would give that much power to a virtual space, you know, and make something that's not necessarily real, give it incredible weight and very little or not even. A lot of what happens on social media is zero reflection or not even a good reflection of real life.
Yeah.
I remember the other day, maybe you were saying to me, you've never met a hater in real life.
I've actually never met a hater in real life, you know, and I don't want to bring this onto this space because maybe if you weren't a Twitter person, you wouldn't know that I receive like hate or whatever, you know. But I tend to get like a lot of hate for like various reasons, for very stupid reasons. It's either my financial status, which you guys know nothing about. Whether I can chelete or I cannot chelete, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, we don't discuss our streams of income with you guys. We don't discuss anything with you. So people are so infatuated with these conclusions that they've made simply because our lives haven't happened the way they expect, or it hasn't happened their way.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is equal to no, which is weird.
I'm just gonna digress just a little bit.
Oh.
Food order.
Order. Pause. I think I did a great job with this makeup this time. I think it's cool.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm bored.
Sure.
Are we good?
And we're back. So just digressing a little bit, just to take it away from like relationships and our relationship in the public eye, I would like to speak about online bullying. What do they call it?
Yeah.
The social
Cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah.
And I think just bullying in general. I'll just explain. I'll just speak about who I am. I'm a very like strong-willed person. Like I don't. Not a lot gets me down, you know, and if it does get me down, it's not like, it doesn't get me down for long. Definitely nothing that happens on social media gets me down for sure. But anyway, I don't live my life for people who, one, don't know who I am, don't know who we are, don't know anything about me personally, who've never engaged in a personal conversation with me directly. So your opinions are just opinions. I know myself, you know, and I'm very grounded person, and I know my worth for sure. And my worth is not determined by what other people think about me.
Sure.
It's not determined by my circumstances. I just am who I am. And the reason why I say that is because I can't get broken down by anyone, generally. It can't happen. No one can make me feel no one can make me feel less of myself than I am.
That makes sense, yeah.
Nah? Hey guys, so I'm just basking in the sun a little bit. I just thought I'd take this opportunity to speak on self-love and really knowing your worth. And if you know your worth based on your experience, based on the challenges that you've had to overcome in life to get to where you're at, if based on your moral code and your moral compass, based on the things that you value the most in your life, and based on just valuing life itself, you genuinely do not have any time to engage in any negativity at all. More especially and specifically engaging and entertaining negativity pertaining to someone else's life, especially when you do not know the context of their life, their history, or their culture. For you to even engage in what happens in someone else's life means that you, one, have either accomplished all your goals and all your tasks and everything you need to do to get to where you need to get to, and that is why you have the time to speak about someone else's life. And genuinely, if you have the time to be speaking on someone else's life, it means you're not doing enough with your life. So basically, if we spend more time and energy focusing on the things that we need to focus on to achieve the things that we need to achieve in our own individual lives, to achieve our goals, you won't have the time to entertain what other people are doing in their lives. And if we just focused more on our goal and invested more time and more of our spirit into the things that we need to do to obtain the goals that we have set for our lives, we'd achieve our goals a lot quicker. We'd have more fulfillment, we'd be happier, because a lot of people take their happiness for granted. A lot of people choose money over happiness, and I know a lot of people with money who aren't happy, and a lot of people who you may feel live a life that you desire, who are not happy with themselves, or who cannot find love, who don't trust the people around them, and thus, we abuse alcohol or drugs or whatever it may be, because you're not at peace and content with your own life. So if we just focused on all of our individual lives, and if we had extra time, then extra time can be put into helping the people who we hold close to us, and helping them achieve their goals. And that's just my word, that if we just focused a little more on our individual lives, would achieve a lot of our goals a lot quicker than what we expect. But in light of that, just spread love, light, and positivity. But I only mention that because, that's me.
Yeah.
But other people don't have that. Other people do have low self-esteem. Other people are not confident. Other people come from broken homes. Other people have bad relationships with their parents, with their partners,
with
themselves, more specifically with themselves. So I'm not going to be hurt by what you guys say to me on social media, but this habit that Black Twitter has of dragging down our fellow Black people, and I'll say Black Twitter because usually when you are receiving any type of hate, or if a tweet is trending and they are mang must fall, or it's negative tweets or against somebody, it's never usually coming from other races. It's always coming from Black people. It's always coming from your own people. And other people are not strong-willed, guys. Other people, there are things that you can say to someone on social media that can make them go commit suicide.
For sure.
There's things that other kids get bullied at school, and because of the bullying at school, whether it's because or something as silly as or just kaftin, which is a stupid thing.
It's so weird.
It's so stupid. Now kind of laughing at someone because untas kaftin mo class.
Yeah, because hana chelete carry unsisa's kaftin. It's weird.
It's very, very weird, There's a school just not far from here. I don't want to really mention it because I'm not trying to mention our area like that. Where last year there was 3 suicides. This is less than 2 kilometers away from here.
True.
And it's all because of bullying. So when bullying occurs to someone who isn't very strong-willed, for someone who doesn't have a very strong self-esteem or character of sorts, and you guys break down that character, you find kids who are afraid to come to school, who end up maybe even skipping school or dropping out of school, or even worse, committing suicide because they're too afraid to confront their bullies and then it doesn't even need to be physical bullying, emotional bullying, always being told whatever the case may be, your hairstyle, you have bad hair, or you guys drive
You
drive a whack car, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, kids can get broken down by very fickle things as well. And outside of being broken down by very fickle things, kids can say very like hurtful things to each other. You know, so when I look at things like Black Twitter, I see it as like taking it away from school is like a big playground where everyone has an opinion, everyone can say what they want to say on any given subject without having any context, information,
nothing,
research, nothing. And the reason why I'm speaking about it, guys, is because like I said, like I can deal with it. I can deal with it, you know. But like other people can't deal with it, you know. It's not cool. It's not cool, guys. It's not cool to speak on what you don't know. One.
Honestly.
And it's not cool to bring other people down and to bring your own kind down.
Hold on.
There's so much clickbait out there because it's such an effective way to get people to pay attention to things. Because as you said, people focus on failure and negative and anger.
That's what we want to see.
Controversy.
That's what we want to see. People want to see the anger.
Yeah.
And you know,
why do you think that is?
Because it's just the times. It's that's what's cool now.
Is that what it is?
What's cool is being negative. You know how you always have some people. This is a great example. How you have people. Me and you can talk about a movie, right? We can talk about Titanic. Wow, man, Titanic, one of the biggest movies of all time. Fucking great movie. You'll go, yes, it was a great movie. And one guy, for no reason, go, I fucking hated it. Why? You ain't like Titanic? Fucking bullshit. Why? Man, I know why. Now tell me, why'd you hate it? I ain't got time to talk to you about that. The cool thing is just being different. I wanna be completely opposite than all these
contrarian
positive people. You know what? Nah. That shit was ass. Why? Why was it ass? You have people that just like to do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And what happens when one person does it, another person for no reason all go, yeah, me too. Yeah, that shit was ass, man. I ain't like it either. Did you see it? What y'all talking about? You don't even know what they're talking about. But you just want to hop on the negative train.
Right.
Because that's what's cool. It's not cool to be positive. It's not cool to be happy.
I don't know if it's a cool thing. I think it's usually people that are really frustrated with their lives.
100%. I mean, that's the factual side to it.
Hey, girl.
Special guest.
Hey, Pencil. Hey, beauty. I like that smile, girl. I like that smile.
I guess maybe let me just jump in here very quickly just to say, we're not here to tell you what to say and what not to say, who to be and what not to be. Understand that people are going to serve different purposes and different roles based on who they choose to be, right? So don't be mad at someone being a hater. Haters are meant to be there. They're meant to do their job. If they're not doing it right, they're not doing it right, you know? So they're supposed to do it. They're supposed to say these things. You being on the receiving end of whatever it is that someone has to say about you, whether on social media, whether in your family, whatever it is that anyone has to say about you, we're coming from the perspective of grow so.
Hi. Hello, my monkeys. Hiya, my baby.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my. Hello, and I love you, man. Hello, my baby. I need you, man. Hello, my so nice. Hello, baby, man. Hello, and I love you, man. Hello, my baby. You, man. Hello, so nice. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Check.
Okay, so Okay, so no matter what anyone has to say about you, whether in person, whether on the virtual space, there is great power in knowing thyself. There is great power in knowing who you are and being confident in it. So much so that no matter what anyone has to say to you or about you, it doesn't affect you. And it takes, you will take blows, you will take punches. You can't control what people have to say, but you do have absolute and big power over your reaction to these things. So take full ownership of your reaction and don't let it bother you. Okay? Move away from these spaces. Log out if you have to. Get away from that space. Don't dwell in it. Don't search. Don't look for anything that will upset you even further. Also, don't invest any time and any energy to make things or give it the attention that it doesn't deserve, because it really doesn't deserve that attention. Like I said, people will say what they want to say. They'll say it how they will say it, and they'll say it with absolute confidence without knowing a damn thing. Basatsibi, nix. Wena msebenzi wa hao ngwana kwa hai. Go wena, uitsebe. Have the confidence and the strength to know that you are bigger than that situation, because it's fleeing as well. Like yafeta, it's not going to stay forever. So don't think that whatever happens on social media is what happens in real life. Whatever people have to say about you on social media is a reflection of who you are in you. It's not. It absolutely is not. Just do right by yourself, and by doing right by yourself is making sure that you take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your emotional health and your well-being, and don't feed the beast. It is ugly. Misery loves company, and so there will be more people trying to find other reasons to latch onto the bad stuff. You get away from it. Don't entertain it. Don't give it a thought. Don't even think or find any validity about yourself in that, So don't let it bother you.
And also, just to add on that, like, if you are the person who is spreading hate speech, social media is not it's not a reflection of real life, but there are real people behind those handles.
Yeah.
So I say that to say this. You could be spreading some hate speech. One, let me say it like this. You cannot be fighting and tweeting about, for instance, subjects like Black Lives Matter, whatever other hashtag is out there, and yet you are still tearing down the black community. You're still tearing down your black personalities, your black neighbor, the girl on Twitter, the guy on Twitter. And also remember that, guys, is like, as much as it's not real, it is a reflection of real life, because, it is still a media platform where we can, it's still a media platform where, if it is used correctly and if it is used right, can share information, can can give enlightenment.
Yeah.
But, if you are going to be spreading hate speech, tweets that you think that you forgot, sometimes they do So you may find an employer who goes through your social media, and it may not even be your employer, it may be an employee or your manager, and who's like, yo man, that guy once said this about my cousin actually. Oh, that guy said this about me, or just someone else,
Sure.
You see how, like, old tweets come back and bite a lot of personalities, especially if you're a personality. Unfortunately, people are more interested in what you have to say, so people will go back, especially like if you don't have a tainted image. People try and look for things to taint your image. And they'll find a tweet from 2008 or whatever, where you may have been joking. And even if you are teasing or dissing someone and you're playing around, because also in real life, you may actually come across that person that you had a nasty thing to say. And that person may not it's social media. So on social media, like, you can hide behind your phone, you know. But in real life, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna attack anybody. I'm not that type of person. But you may find somebody who didn't take what you had to say very kindly and actually confront you in real life, and you're not able to back up your chat, you know. So just protect yourself, as well. Don't put yourself in a compromising position where you need to explain yourself, need to apologize, you know, or where you're just, you know, causing hurt. It's really unnecessary. We don't need that, like, especially in this time, guys. Like, I mean, we're at home, locked down, people are sick, some people are dying, people have lost their jobs, you know, where people don't know what is happening in the world, people don't know what their future looks like, and yet, like, we're on social media spreading hate. It makes no sense whatsoever. So that's just my humble plea to a lot of y'all. It's cool. You guys can continue to say what you want to say about me personally, because I know where I'm at. We know where we're at, but rather don't, you know. And to other people, like, just don't bring people down, you know. Like, I think we've mentioned this before, like, if you're a man, if you're a woman, there's this thing about, like, women also bringing other women down on social media, you know. It's like we're supposed to be empowering each other, supporting each other. As men, we're supposed to be nurturing and securing our women and giving them security. Yeah, guys, so anyway, that's our humble plea.
That's it.
That's all we just wanted to share with you guys. Stay safe, stay quarantined. Love each other, spread love.
Spread love, spread light, be the light, be the positivity and the goodness in and around you, and be the change that you want to see. We're all crying about this thing that, you know, we're fighting viruses, we're fighting racism, we're fighting classism, we're fighting systematic racism. Like, there's so many things that we're fighting. The last thing we need to fight is weird social media virtual
and each
things.
Other, guys. There's no need for us to be fighting each other.
We're supposed to be at the peak of support. So let's move into that space and again be the change that you want to see.
All right. Mad love to
We
you
love
guys.
you,
We love you guys so much. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, and for everybody who's been tuning in and subscribing, thank you very much. Keep subscribing. To all the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. To all the people who've been rocking with us from day one.
Yes, I.
You know, keep at it. Tell a friend and tell a friend. You know.
And we'll see you in the next ep. Mwah.
Drip, drop, water galore. So much drip when I walk, I water the floor. Get on the bed, other shit I never thought of before. My order a Porsche, get more to the poor. Order for 4, bought some decor, I bought it abroad. Scoop it at 3:45, don't mean that your daughter a whore. Sorry, senor, you drive a 4 Accord. I know it's sorta mature, but I drive a foreign sport. Listen to the court in the Forbes, I'm more than you thought. Getting my Jordan 4s and 4s, I'm getting foreign support. Or, bought in a pour, or letting my water pour more. I'm like the water short, sure. Hop on your waterboard, or moving the door to door, or I might open a water store.
Hey, girl. This looks good also. It looks good. You look good. You look good. Tell mommy she looks good. She looks good.
You look good. You look good. You look good. You look good.
Drip, drop, water galore. So much drip when I walk, I water the floor. All that drip, wardrobe look like a water resort. Water couture, I order the broad. Drip,
I ordered a brew. Yeah, continue again. Looks like I picked up the pen again. Fly as a pelican. Stylist is lying and negligent. VVS diamonds, delicate. Dripping diamond requisite. Tripping supplying the sedatives. And different while buying the medicine. Just got me high as an elephant. I dress in the sky, I'm a resident. Species, now I'm in my element. Next on my timing is excellent. I ain't your skeleton. And stitches you down for relevance. Sick with the rhyme and it's evident. It's tricky, don't sign your detriment. Dread.